Sometimes you have to disappear to find yourself. You must distance yourself from the noise of the world and ignite a new strength in the heart of silence. You must escape the endless noise, demands, and expectations of everyday life. Why must you leave? Because in silence, you will hear your own voice more clearly. In darkness, you will find your brightest light. Everyone wants to be seen. Everyone longs to be recognized, to be praised, but they don't realize. True transformation happens away from the eyes. The greatest strength is forged in secret. It's easy to struggle under the spotlight. It takes true courage to grow in solitude and silence. If you want to return one day and be unrecognizable, if you want the air itself to shift when you take a step, you must understand one thing. Loss is not frightening. A silent departure is the beginning of real power. The Stoics taught us this centuries ago. Disappear, rise, return, and let your comeback be a silent revolution. If you seek that transformation, then keep watching. Sometimes you must leave. Sometimes there's no other choice but to silently turn your back and walk away without a word. Because staying means clinging to the old version of yourself. Because sometimes the place you are is too small for the person you are meant to become. You want to change, but those around you will always see you through the old lenses. They will trap you inside your past failures, old mistakes, and outdated habits. They will judge you based on the version of you they remember. No matter how hard you try, you will be forced to battle the image they hold in their minds. That's why you must leave, silently, without complaints, without explanations. You must retreat inward to speak with your own voice. Because if you truly seek transformation, you must first seek silence. Silence can seem frightening. Sometimes silence weighs heavier than the loudest screams. But know this, real transformation begins in the quiet. In silence, you will see your weaknesses. In silence, you will discover your true strength. People will talk behind your back. Where did they disappear to? They'll ask. Maybe they gave up, they'll whisper. Maybe they lost, they'll assume. But you will remain silent, because you know, true answers are not given through words. They are given through change. Walking away silently is not cowardice. On the contrary, it is the ultimate act of courage, taking full responsibility for your life. Leaving is the most conscious step you can take to recreate yourself. Leave. Leave without leaving a trace. Go silently, but carry a fire within you. Transform, strengthen, harden away from the eyes. And one day when you return, let no one recognize you anymore. You will never be your old self again. You will be someone who has breathed new life into yourself. And the world will watch you in awe. People talk endlessly, but few truly listen. Amid the endless words and hollow encouragements, many forget that true strength is born in silence. The world watches your every move, waiting. When every eye is on you, how do you hope to truly find yourself? Everyone keeps talking. When will you act? When will you change? Sometimes the noise becomes so overwhelming that you can no longer hear your own heart, your true voice. In this world, everyone tries to prove themselves. But real transformation, the kind that matters, happens without explanations, without announcements. The Stoics said, silence is not just the absence of sound. Silence is the place where the soul hears its own truth. When you retreat into silence, you begin to realize how empty most of your thoughts really are. You see the reactions you've given to the world, and in that realization, your inner strength begins to bloom, so powerfully that no external force can shake it. Sometimes you simply need to sit in silence and look at yourself. See your weaknesses, your fears, your doubts. In the heart of silence, you meet your darkest sides, but even in that darkness there is light. Because it is in those moments that your greatest power is born, when you are far away from the eyes of others. The storms within you may try to drown you, but you know, it is inside those storms that you will find your true strength. You will stay strong within the embrace of your inner calm. There, alone with yourself, you will recognize every weakness and transform each one into strength. Everything within you, every flaw, every fear, will become the foundation of your future power. In silence, your true growth begins. Every thought, every step, every decision becomes deeper, more meaningful. You stop caring about how you appear to others and start truly knowing yourself. The opinions of the world lose their power because you have found your own path. When those around you do not understand you, when they no longer see you, what do? Some will wonder, some will criticize, but you will be changing, silently, invisibly, working only on yourself. In silence, you rebuild your strength, and you realize you no longer need anything else. Because when you master yourself, you stand unshakable against the world. The power that comes from silence is not meaningless to those who understand it. It is the path every true soul must walk. As you grow within your silence, all external influences lose their grip. And in the silence, you become larger, stronger, more impactful than ever before. Disappear, but not to be lost. Disappear. Because only through this journey can you find your true self. Sometimes, the hardest decisions, the ones that feel like great losses, are actually life's greatest turning points. You must release the expectations, the pressures, the outside voices. You must walk away from everything that no longer serves you. But this loss is not just a momentary stillness. This loss is the step toward your rebirth. Because to truly find yourself, you must first leave something behind. Lose yourself, only to be reborn. Everyone wants to see you in the form they once knew, because you were recognized in your old shape. But with time, you realize the version of you that lives in their eyes holds you back from truly finding yourself. You are ready to become someone else, a greater version of yourself. But to do that, you must lose something. You must let go. True loss only happens when you walk towards yourself, because seeking your real self requires breaking free from the eyes and expectations of others. You must choose your own path. Sometimes people won't understand. They will look at you with pity, thinking you are lost. But you will stay silent, because you know this loss is a beginning, not an end. To be reborn, you must first get lost. You must overcome every obstacle, leave behind the worlds that no longer serve you. True transformation only happens when you step away from the gaze of others and stand face to face with yourself. Only then will you be truly free and truly yourself. To find and strengthen yourself, first question who you are. When you start seeking yourself, everything changes. The world you look at gains new meaning. Every step, every breath becomes more precious. But this path is not easy, because finding yourself first demands facing the truth. You ask others who you are, but no one can give you the right answer. The person you must ask most is yourself. The expectations and desires of others can block your way. That's why the first step is to set them aside and begin the journey inward. Finding yourself is both the hardest and the most beautiful process. Many weaknesses, fears, and mistakes will surface, because the real you seeks to meet the challenges within. You must make peace with your weaknesses, not by running from them, but by facing them. This is the path of rebuilding yourself. Facing your weaknesses isn't easy. Sometimes confronting them will be a painful experience that shakes you to your core. But remember, true strength only comes from accepting your weaknesses and drawing power from them. As you recognize your flaws and overcome them, you will feel your spirit expanding. Finding yourself demands one thing above all: brutal honesty with yourself. Who are you? What do you want? What do you need to change? Sometimes the answers will hide from you, but in time they will come, because you will be ready to receive them. Your inner power is born when you own every fear, every discomfort, and begin to fight for yourself. To strengthen yourself, you must first understand your weaknesses. But these weaknesses are not obstacles, and they are the foundation of your future strength. If you want to find your inner power, to develop it, to feel stronger every day, you must embrace your weaknesses. They are the most important part of your story. You will grow through them, you will evolve, and in the end, you will become stronger than you ever imagined. Every weakness, every discomfort is a lesson. As you learn each lesson, you will see your soul becoming more resilient. And as you find yourself, every step, every move will hold deeper meaning, because you will no longer be trapped by the expectations of others. You will have taken one more step toward your own truth. Now it is time to return. Once you disappeared in silence. You were lost, but you always knew it wasn't the end. This loss was only a beginning, a turning point. Because now you are someone entirely different. Some people will be waiting for your return. They will still try to comfort you, or perhaps criticize you, based on the old version of who you were, but you are no longer that person. You have transformed, strengthened within, and been reborn. That's why returning is never simple. When you come back, people will try to recognize the version of you they once knew, but you are no longer that person. Returning is like moving forward without looking back. Because to return also means to face not only others, but your former self. So what does this transformation represent? It shows how deeply you have entered into your own life. You haven't just changed your outward appearance, you've reshaped your inner world. When people see someone changing, they often resist. They don't realize who you truly are now, because you have evolved. But you must accept this change and feel empowered by it, because you will not go back. Your path is only forward. Returning as someone unrecognizable means redefining yourself. It means becoming the hero of your own life, following your own path without being swayed by others. It means answering the call of your inner voice rather than the expectations of the world. Returning becomes a chance to rediscover yourself and reveal your true strength. Now no one can hold you back. As you continue discovering yourself, those around you will only see the new, stronger, and more purposeful person you've become. The former version of you no longer exists. You are a new version now, more resilient, wiser, and unshakable. Yes, you are a new person. Your new, silent power will make people see you differently. Sometimes the greatest impact doesn't come from what you say, but simply from what you do. Silent power is subtle and often invisible, but it transforms everything around it. Now you no longer need to speak loudly. Your presence alone creates influence. At first, people won't notice, but over time they will feel that something has changed. Those around you will suddenly realize you are different. Yet you will feel no need to prove it to them, because you already carry that power within you. This silent influence comes not from external actions alone, but from deep internal transformation. As you feel stronger within, the world around you responds with respect for your confidence and self-assurance. There is a kind of resistance and steadiness in your silence. People sense that you are no longer easily shaken. Instead of reacting as you once might have, you now respond with calm inner strength. Silent influence isn't about changing others' expectations. It's about changing how you show up in the world. You no longer need force or loudness to convince anyone. You lead through your presence, your actions, and your calm behavior. This kind of power never shouts. It is grounded, certain, and steady. Its impact is deep and lasting. Even though eyes are still upon you, they now look at you differently and with respect for your quiet strength. And the beauty of this power is that no one expects it. People will remember the way you used to be, but realize you have become someone entirely different. They will not understand everything they see. They will only sense the profound change within you, because this quiet power, born silently, is strong enough to change the world even in a moment of stillness. It grows not through words, but through the silent movement of your being. You are now someone who walks their own path, and this journey makes your inner light shine even brighter. People will feel your presence, but it will be more about you than about them. And you will also sense the inner changes in others, because your strength will create a calmer, stronger, and more grounded space around you. For Stoics, the greatest victory is not proving yourself to others. It is elevating yourself in your own eyes. True strength lies not in the respect you receive from others, but in the respect you hold for yourself. People may achieve many victories in life. Some rise in their careers, others showcase their talents to impress the world. But Stoics embrace a different understanding. The greatest victory is the one won within your inner world. Proving yourself to others keeps you tied to external influences. You are constantly waiting for someone's approval. But according to the Stoics, this is a shallow and aimless pursuit. For them, true victory is being able to respect and value yourself independently of others' expectations and opinions. In truth, the desire to prove yourself to others becomes a blind chase, because you can never fully be someone in the eyes of others. But when you start becoming someone elevated and unique in your own eyes, no one can ever diminish you. Yes, the greatest victory comes when you change yourself, when you unlock your highest potential within, and when you begin to live your life free from the opinions of others. When you find peace and certainty within yourself, no external influence can shake your stance. You know your worth, and you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to anyone. It is also about being honest with yourself, because only when you are honest with yourself can you find true peace within. The Stoics say, if a person remains faithful to their inner values, no external force can lead them astray. The greatest victory is not found in what others say about you, but in the calmness of your own soul. If you are guided by your inner voice, no external chaos can disrupt your path. This victory is not about physical strength or persuasive words. It is a deeper and more vital triumph, to live your life according to your inner voice, not according to the world. Yes, you disappeared silently. You transformed silently, and now you are rising silently. The world will search for the person they used to know, but they will not find them, because you have become something greater than they ever imagined. This path wasn't easy. Sometimes you were alone, sometimes you drowned in questions, but you never stopped awakening the strength within you. And now the whole world will feel the iron will hidden within your silence. You no longer need to prove yourself. Your mere existence is enough. Without speaking, they will know that you have risen to another level. The greatest victory is the one you have won in your own eyes. Now look ahead, because this beginning was not just about changing yourself. It was about changing the world. You are already writing your own story, and this story will be the legendary journey of a person who started in silence and is now moving forward with unstoppable momentum. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.